Greetings, everyone. I'm Luke Bryan Smith, and welcome to Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved. I hope everybody's doing well. Wait, I believe everybody's doing well. I have faith that everyone's doing well, and everything is unfolding perfectly. I am excited yet again today to present an amazing woman all the way from the UK, from London, Emilia Sandoyu. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Sandoyu, yes. Uh, before I let her tell you and release her amazing energy and gifts and talents and goals and just everything that she's going to share with us today, let me bring you a bit about her. So, Emilia is a nurturing soul and an award-winning author, a licensed NLP master practitioner, mindset coach, inspirational speaker, and the creator of Take Action Now transformational program. For over 14 years, she has inspired, coached, and mentored hundreds of individuals on achieving their goals and becoming a better version of themselves. Wow. As part of her outstanding planning, goal setting, and strong leadership skills, she has been recognized as a top sales and team leader for the past 12 years for the top beauty and direct selling company, Avon Cosmetics. There's a lot more, but I'm going to allow her to get into that. How are you doing today, Emilia?
Oh, hello, hello. I'm very good, thank you. I'm really grateful to be here, and I really appreciate and I'm honored to share my story and to inspire individuals worldwide.
Wow, that's
And the
amazing.
audience, your audience, and you never know.
Yes, right.
Spread the words, the word, spread the light, and spread love.
Yes, we both have uh, similar intentions and similar energy and thought current. So therefore, that's what it is. And this is, I won't say it is impacting people and enhancing their lives in a positive way. And I am thankful that you are here sharing a moment of your time with me and my audience to share just your amazing energy with us. Let's just jump right into it. Those are some amazing things that you are, NLP practitioner, author, just, I mean, top sales. Get into some of those things and tell us more about yourself and how you became those things, all these amazing uh, things that you are.
Everything started with, with a vision. The vision that I could achieve all these goals. Which means basically to see myself into the future and to feel that feeling of joy and achievement that I could achieve everything that I already achieved, and obviously what I'm going to achieve from now on. So everything starts with the vision, with the mindset, and with the belief. And obviously you have to hold tight on that vision, on the belief, and on your faith, I would say. Because it wasn't always like this, to have such a strong mindset and this belief. For example, in 2009, when everything started, I was depressed, I was broke. I became a single mom of a 3 years old little boy, my son, and
Right.
had to raise my son by myself in London. Originally, I'm from Romania, from Bucharest. Okay, so obviously I'm settled in London for the past 17 years now, and it was an interesting journey, very, very challenging, especially as a foreigner, not speaking English as my first language, is not my mother language,
Right.
and I had to go through so many struggles. And the thing is, as I said, being by myself and had to raise my son, struggling with the language, struggling with financially, emotionally, and even job wise, because there were so many restrictions back then, so I couldn't even find the best job for me back
Right.
then. So I was struggling with so many things, and I was really confused about who I was and where I was heading to. It was the time then I had to basically regroup and, to connect with my inner self and to ask myself who I am and, why I'm here and what I'm going to do from now on. Because the thing is, I was thinking, it has to be more to this.
Right.
It has to be, my son deserves more from life. So I had to improve myself so I can offer more to him as well. So, I knew it was something more. So I had to tap into, all this information that it was available back then. I didn't have money to invest in books or in, mentorship programs or sort of. So I had to, go to the library and get all these free books that I could get hold of, to read a lot, to invest time and read more and learn more about how to master my mindset, how to overcome my struggles, my limiting belief of not being good enough, of not being ready, of not being X and Y and Z. All this stuff that basically, keeps you down and just holds you back from achieving what you always wanted to achieve. So
Right.
yeah, I started to tap into that. I started to come across, basically it was then when I came across to NLP, neuro linguistic programming, and I started to study, to learn more about how to master my emotions, my mindset, how to improve myself basically, and overcome all those struggles. And then I realized that, I said, I have to start, to take action and to live my dreams, those childhood dreams that, I had back in time when I was a little child. I used to think about, I used to fantasize about writing books because I loved reading and
Right.
writing. I fantasize about, helping people. I don't know, just make my voice heard, because I was, deep down in my heart, I felt like I could do more for others as well, especially that I have so many struggles in my life, and I, overcome those struggles by myself many times. I said, like, I could help other people. I'm sure that there are so many people out there that they need me. They need someone to give them a nudge, to inspire them, to motivate them, to tell them, just come on, you can do this, don't give up. So yeah, so I was looking into that. So that's when I basically I decided to go back to college. I said I need to get my degree in business. I need to to start writing that book that it was always back in my mind. So by the way, if you always had it back in your mind, when you were a child, you were dreaming to, I don't know, maybe to write a book, to start a project, to sing, to dance, to learn something, just go for it. It's the time is now. That's why
Right.
I even mentioned my book, Your Future Starts Today, because basically I realized that I was waiting over 30 years to finish my degree, to start to write this book, to publish this book. And the thing is, tomorrow is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised. Many people, they
Right.
say, oh, I'm going to do tomorrow, I'm going to start tomorrow, I'm going to start when I'm ready. Well, guess what? You're never going to be ready.
Right.
And the problem is, tomorrow is not certain, because the thing is, I always say the past is gone, we learn from it, hopefully.
Right.
We enjoy the now if we are aware of it. And tomorrow is not here yet. It's just an illusion. We hope that we're gonna be here tomorrow, but we're not certain about it. So why not enjoy today? Start that project, write that book, finish that school. I don't know, anything that you want to do. Just take action and do it now. You don't have to do everything in a perfect manner, because I don't believe in perfection anyway. I believe in improvement. But it's better to take step by step, take a step today, just by writing down your goals.
Right.
Basically, just write the idea down. My dream is, every day I write 5 dreams. What are my 5 dreams? Every day,
Right.
blessings and 5 dreams. Blessing, I'm grateful for being here, still breathing. I'm grateful for everything I have: roof over my head, nice food,
Now,
loving people.
before you
Everything.
before you continue, and it's amazing, I want to elaborate on some of the things you've already
Yes,
spoken on,
please.
because you have so much energy and so much wisdom in you that is just radiating from you. But what I find amazing thus far is that you took um, adversities and just that you've encountered in life. Like you said, that, the language barrier, you single mother, and you were able to transform and reach within yourself and find that strength to propel you and use all those adversities adversities to propel yourself and elevate and pick yourself up. And I believe that's absolutely amazing, because that tells us that we have a choice when we're going through things. That's an amazing testimony, because it tells our viewers that no matter where you are, no matter how hard the adversities may be, that answer is still within you. You still have the strength to take those steps and to change your mindset, your circumstances. And that's what you did. You were focused on solutions. Another thing
Yes.
that you talked about is you tapped into something as a child at a very young age that you didn't even know that you were tapping into, laws of attraction without even knowing it, visualizing yourself riding and being this, and you are that now. I can see behind you, and we'll get into that in a little while. But you're an author already, and just from visualizing and holding those images in your mind,
Yeah.
it came into fruition, and
Yes.
that is amazing. And
It is.
wow, it just for you to, and like you said, we're always a work in progress. I don't believe in perfection anyway, or even striving for perfection, just improvement, just
Yeah.
to become more aware every day, to learn some new things every day, to get some different perspectives every day, to just keep yourself motivated, to reaffirm things, just a work in progress. And one of my favorite things to say is that we are a masterpiece. I'm a masterpiece and a work in progress simultaneously, which means that the reason why I say the masterpiece part, just to know that love yourself no matter what, and that you're good no matter what, and at the same time you're still working on yourself. So that way it keeps
Definitely.
you motivated to not look down on yourself by calling yourself a masterpiece, because we are a masterpiece. We're exactly how we're supposed to be in the situations. If we think about them right, they're always put in front of us, um, as tools to propel us, if we allow that mindset. Just like you did, you were not saying it was easy. You gave us the short version. I'm sure there was a lot of struggle, a lot of crying, a lot of doubt, a lot of fear, but out of that, you still were able to emerge and reach within yourself, listen to your inner voice, listen to the universe, and just help yourself and seek solutions until and build one step at a time into the person, to the amazing woman you are today. And I think that's absolutely amazing, and I salute and commend you for doing that, and for sharing this with other people that might be experiencing the same thing or have experienced similar circumstances. Encouragement and just affirming that no matter where you are, you can do it.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay,
I
go
think,
ahead. Let's hear
yeah,
some
the
more of that
thing,
amazing.
I think that the I always say, it's very important to identify your mission, because I think everyone has a mission. Everyone has something amazing to share with the world. Maybe they don't realize. They think, because I'm speaking with so many people, and my clients tell me, yeah, but what I could do, I don't know this, I don't know this. And I said, I didn't ask you what you couldn't do.
Right.
I'm asking what you can do. I say, focus on what you know now. Focus on what you can do now. Focus on what you believe now. Focus on, remember about the struggles that you had. And I'm sure that everyone has struggles, whether they recognize, whether they speak about them or not, it doesn't really matter. But the thing
Right.
is, when you focus on what you can do now, you tap into the possibilities, into the solutions, as you said, or into into your strengths, basically, turning all those struggles and past challenges into your strengths. This is basically what I'm working now
Right.
on the second book. Give yourself the gift to live again. How to convert your past challenges into your strengths, because I'm sure that everyone has, has a journey, or had a journey where they were struggling with different things in their lives, whether it was emotionally, financially, mentally, in all sorts of, or physically. So if they could, look into the past and say, okay, I'm grateful. I learned so much from this past experience, I'm sure that there was a lot of pain, but, when we focus on what we learn, on the learning, experience, then we think, okay, um, from this experience I learned this and this. So they take the best, if I can call it like that, or the learning experience from a not so good experience, if I can call it like that. So then they say, okay, now I'm stronger because of this experience. Like
Right.
I always say, yeah, I've been through so much in life, depression and victim of physical abuse, emotional abuse, and all sort of. I said, like, yeah, but I learned so much because of that experience. Now I can share my story, and I have the strength and the will to help other people. Yeah, to have, so they can stand in their power, they can tap into their childhood dreams, they can connect with their inner self, they can overcome those past issues, and they can enjoy the now, because you never know what's going to happen in the next day, in the next moment. So why not enjoy the now? Because I think it's a blessing. This life is a
Absolutely.
blessing, and we only see it when it becomes difficult, like the times that we live now. I think is a time that probably most of people, they realize how important are the little things in our lives that we might take it for granted.
Right. I think that is a very, very strong point, and a key to success in overall life is expressing gratitude. Two things you said: expressing gratitude and being thankful, and focusing on what you're thankful for and what you do have, versus focusing. It's okay to know and realize, okay, there's things out there that, that are negative or you don't have, but don't stay focused there, because that's where your energy, you'll draw more of that. You want to focus on solutions and appreciation and gratitude, as you say. And I want to mention even a fellow author, Eckhart Tolle, one of my favorite books, The Power of
I
Now. And
love.
it, yes, and it talks about, now is all there is. So quit, we have to do things now, um, instead of pushing things off and thinking that, okay, you know you start that book now. Right, even if it's just the word today, start it now. Even if it's just an
Title.
idea,
Yeah.
write down that idea now and just
Yeah.
start building on it. Even if it's just a couple of words or a sentence a day, work on it now. you know uh,
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
even with this platform here, it started out with an idea, and I kept pushing it off. I'm guilty. I was pushing it off. Like, one day I'm gonna start my own podcast, my own talk show, and what's going on now caused it to come into fruition quicker, because you know being locked down, I say, wait, there's not a lot of opportunities to go out there. And so I have to be thankful that, wow, wait a minute, let me look at the tools that I have now. I have social media platform that I can reach out to people all around the world. Start this now. Start talking to people now. And I don't have to know how to, per se, be a professional host. Just start doing it. And as you start to take those steps, things will open up, and that knowledge and that wisdom and that experience will come to you. So it's beautiful.
Definitely, definitely. That's
Right.
amazing, isn't it? That feeling that, just to start, I think the secret is just to, first of all, I think is to visualize, as you said, to see it in your mind's eyes and to believe that you can start. Because everything,
Right.
the number one thing is to see yourself there, to have that feeling, to kind of like travel, I would say, into the future
Right.
time, and to see yourself
Right.
doing that thing, whatever that goal is, and then living that moment, with joy, and yes, I can do this, and then just take action, a little bit, day by day. And yeah, that's great that you started this channel. That's why I'm here. It's
Right.
amazing. It's
Yes, because
amazing. Yeah.
I believe that's, you said something, and I can try to put it into a context. Is basically enjoying the life you have now and visualizing how you want things to be at the same time. So, and I
Yeah.
think there's a great power in that, and that's obviously, there's something to that because it's working
Yes.
for me and you.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
and
It's the
everybody that's
power of,
watching here.
yeah, it's the power of visualization, and you manifest.
Right.
You manifest, or you attract, if you like, what you want to achieve, or what you want to live, or what you want to feel. Yeah,
Right.
they work together, and they always say, now, at least that's what I know, that, when you wish something, something that is true to you, and maybe to others, something that it's not selfish, then you attract even more. For example, if your wish is to spread love, then you spread love and you attract love. Yeah, because it
Right.
comes back to you. If you spread light, if you spread knowledge, if you share, whatever you share, it will come back to you,
Back to you.
and
Wow.
maybe at least 10 times.
That's amazing. Now let's get a little bit into you're an author. So, I want to
Yeah.
try to get a little bit of everything that you got going here within this segment. So, behind you is your first book, you say? So when you say first book,
Yeah.
that means you have more than one.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, the first book, which is already published, is on Amazon, available, Amazon.com. So it's available worldwide where Amazon is.
And what's the
um,
name of that book?
it's Your Future Starts Today. It's
Your
basically
future
the
starts
five.
today.
Yeah, that's
Wow,
why I keep insisting about take action now.
that is
Your future
amazing.
starts today. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. Yeah. It's
I'm
the
gonna look
five-step
that book
guide
up.
to. Thank you. It's the five-step guide. Sorry, it's the five-step guide to an inspired life, where I basically share my life story, my struggles, how I overcome all these struggles, my learning experience, my self-discovery journey, and is a blueprint on how to identify your purpose in life, how to tap into your childhood dreams, how to take action and achieve a goal in three simple steps, is the what, the why, and the how it comes, basically. How to become more emotionally intelligent, tap into that spirituality, or, connecting with your inner self, whatever the names, because sometimes people, they use different names, spirituality or connection with the inner selves, or so forth. It doesn't really matter, basically, to grow more, self-aware about who you are and what you want to do in life.
Wow.
So yeah, so this is what I share in this book. And what was your question about the second book?
No,
Oh,
no. Okay. So what I was saying is that you said this is my first book. So I wanted you to elaborate on your first book, which is fine, and that let me know that you have another book. So what is you have a second book? What is that?
I'm currently I'm still writing on the
Okay, you're
second
still
book.
writing. Okay.
Yes, yeah, it's give yourself the gift to live again.
But but you
How?
know what? The way you said that anyway, even if you hadn't started writing, I just thought of something.
No, 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 it's almost
No,
finished.
no, even if you hadn't, I was going to say something.
Oh.
I wanted to comment on something. That's still a good way you put it. Even if you hadn't even started, to say this is my first book, because that's setting the intention that there's
Yeah,
more to come. So that's
yeah,
amazing. Even though that book
yes,
isn't finished, you're already putting that out there and setting that intention. This is my first
true.
book. right?
True.
So that means more to come. Beautiful.
True.
That's
So
a good
yeah.
way to look at things. Like, hey, this is just my first, not just, but this is my first book, because that's an amazing accomplishment. And that's
Thank
what I'm
you.
working on, becoming an author, now this year. So
Really?
that's amazing news.
Oh,
Exactly.
do
So
you have a title in
I
mind?
might be seeking some insight on how to make that happen, how to make the publishing and everything like that in the format. I might be speaking with you soon on this.
Yeah, happy to share my knowledge. And yeah, there are a few steps which yeah, that are important to follow. Yeah, yeah. Do
Right.
you have a
So
title in mind?
no, not yet. No, not yet. I'm
Ah.
not going to give too much about what I'm doing right now, because I want to stay focused on you. But I want to read
Okay.
your book too, and have you on here again too, so that we can talk about that book more in depth. You know.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So
Of
so that I
course.
think that'll be amazing. So I think I'm going to order that today when we get off of this,
Thank you.
when we
Thank
conclude
you.
this segment. So that's beautiful. So what is the title of your? Do you have a title for your next book?
The second book.
The
Yes.
second
So
book.
I'm already. So the second book is Give Yourself the Gift to Live Again.
Oh, I think you said that. Give yourself
Yeah,
the gift
it's
to
to live
live
again,
again.
again.
Wow. And
And it's how to convert your past challenges into strengths.
good,
So it's
powerful.
about it's a guide about forgiveness. Because I was mentioning earlier on about the importance of living in the now. So it's basically like the second step to say, or is a follow-up after the first book.
Wow.
So my focus is on how to convert, those past experiences into strengths.
Right.
Okay, we all struggle with certain things in life. However, we learn so much. We're so much stronger and wiser and brighter, you name it. And
Right.
we should use our experience
Yes.
and use it as a strength. See those past challenges as strengths, and use that knowledge maybe to help others, maybe to inspire others, maybe to, I don't know, to just improve ourselves, or just to make our lives better. So that's
No,
that's
no.
that's my that's
I'm a
my
firm
focus
believer
on.
that uh challenges. I mean, if you look at it in all aspects of life, when you challenge yourself, or when you're in a place that's uncomfortable, that propels you to take action. A lot of times when we're in a mediocre state where everything is just comfortable, we don't do anything. We have to get to a point where we're uncomfortable, where we're not accepting this, and it propels us, and challenges excuse me, there's something going off here. Challenges are they do it is true what they say, challenges because either make or break you. um, they're there to help build character and to help you expand, not to destroy you. And I'm still learning that now, and it's beautiful that I've changed my perspective. I'm changing my perspective as how to look at adversity in life, and my whole life has changed. So now I expect everything to lead to my highest good, to my higher good, no matter what. When certain doors close, I already know that different doors are going to open up, and different opportunities are going to present themselves, no matter what. And that's how I keep my mind. So that's a beautiful way to look at things. And
Yes.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's interesting perspective. It's empowering, isn't it? To look at the past from this perspective, and pick the good things, let's say, or the learning, that basically made you stronger. And yeah, and I think it's important to connect with your inner self, to work on your past beliefs, to overcome all those limiting beliefs, and to just, I think it's important to accept yourself as you are now.
Right.
And just this acceptance, it's powerful, because you say, okay, I am how I am. However, is important what I'm going to do from now on if I want to achieve this or that. You know, what can I do now, and to just take it from there, instead of letting this critique or those voices that pulls you down sometimes, that the negative voices that might come back and
Right.
forth in your life, and in your mind, and say, oh, you can't do this, oh no, you're not good enough, or you don't know enough, or you're not ready now.
Right. Yeah,
But
I get to the point where, if I can elaborate on that for a second,
yeah.
that I don't try to battle against any negative thoughts now. I tend to I treat them now as visitors, and I just observe that they're just things that are just coming in. And I even tell myself that this is not me. This is just some thoughts, and I'm just being the observer of those thoughts and allowing them to flow, and then refocus back on what I want to, what is better for my inner peace. So when those thoughts happen, I don't struggle against them. I just, wow, they're just some thought that's separate from me happening, and that's the way I'm looking at that now. So it's beautiful.
That's really good. So you know how to deal with those thoughts, and that's good way to see them, as transitory, or like
Right.
visitors. And to
Visitors, yeah.
basic yeah, and to see that you're not your thoughts,
No attachment.
yeah, no attachment, exactly. And so, like, okay, those are my thoughts, and you're not your emotions or your thoughts.
Right.
So it's good to know how to distinguish those two, like, okay, this is what I feel now, this is what I think now. However, those, this will change, you
Right.
know that's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting perspective. And yeah, because I notice, with all what is going on now, and not only even from before, many people, I spoke with so many people, and some of my clients, they kept mentioning that, about what they couldn't do in the past, what they couldn't achieve because of various reasons, and
Right.
limiting beliefs. And I felt like they were so stuck into the past, into their past, so
Right.
attached, like they were like
Attached to
living
that,
with.
yeah, as a lot of
Yes,
people are. And that's why,
yes,
it's people like you to help encourage, um and inspire people to go beyond that and to release that. Yes, that past is there, but use that as a learning, and
yeah,
let it go, let it go, and keep and focus
yeah,
on now, where you are now, you know
yeah. But the
right.
thing is, they struggle to let it go. That's the thing, because they keep
Right.
asking, yeah, but you cannot just, it's easy to say, but how are you going to let them go?
Right.
Because, it's the attachment,
It takes work, though.
is
It
the
does. It takes work.
ego, is the ego,
Ego.
it's not. Because the thing is, I think people, they are not aware that it's their ego that is attached to the past and to those feelings and
False sense of
situation.
identity as well. It's like they
Exactly,
think that's part of
exactly.
their identity,
Yes,
is to be
yes,
this person, is to be
yeah,
the victim that they once were,
here we
you
go.
know.
Yeah,
And yes, and I have been there too. So
I know. Yes, I know the feeling very well. That's why I'm speaking about it.
right.
If I'm
And
speaking about it, it doesn't mean I haven't been there. I think
right,
we
right.
all go
No,
there.
that's the most amazing thing, is that you can become an advocate for something especially passionate that you've been through already. And I'm a
Yes,
firm believer that we teach best what we need to learn and what we have been through. We
yes,
teach best something that we have experienced personally, other than just read
yes,
about or heard about. When you actually go through it, you can actually really be passionate about it. When
yes.
you're helping people uh, evolve from being in that mindset. So it's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. So it's self acceptance. It's enjoying life, enjoying yourself in the moment, in the now. And this detachment of from your ego. And also to basically become more grateful. When
Right.
you become more grateful and you realize that with every breath you take, you have another chance and another chance to just do something about your life, then
Right.
your focus shifts into the now. It's like, okay, what can I do now? Okay, I'm still breathing. That's amazing. That's a blessing, because unfortunately, many people, they're taking this for granted and like, oh, whatever, tomorrow, next day. But you never know,
Right.
especially nowadays with what's going on. So, be grateful and acknowledging your blessings, whatever you have. Think about that out there in the world somewhere, someone,
Right.
it's someone's wish what you have. They wish
Yes.
that they had, or they will have what you
The
have,
little that you think you have, that's
including
somebody's
breathing
dream.
normally.
Right.
Exactly, including breathing normally, because I've seen so many people struggling with with their breath. Maybe they are connected to these machines, whatever they're called.
Yes.
In the
Exactly.
hospital, people struggling to overcome certain conditions, health conditions, and they struggle mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. So it's
Right.
good to tap into these, those blessings. That's why I mentioned every day I'm writing, blessings, at least
Right.
5 to 10 blessings every morning. After I drink my glass of water,
That's an
I'm
amazing.
writing. I'm grateful for. So when you write, it's very important to write and even to voice out, because you kind of memorize when you write, because you think, you acknowledge it, and when you write, you are more aware of what you're writing, and you're
Right.
also goes in your mind, because you have to write, you have to think, right? So you are in the present, in the moment, and I think it's very powerful to write and also to voice it out. Basically, you can even read after. I'm
Yes.
grateful for being alive, for being healthy, for receiving love, for having a loving family, friends, people around me, anything that you are grateful, even for having a cozy bed, warm
Right.
house, clean air, anything. It will just, add
Right.
to your well-being, and then you feel more positive. You feel more positive instead of waking up and tapping into what you don't have, and then you get all that energy, all that negative energy back, because guess what, from that negative energy, what you're gonna attract? Negative energy. So that's why
Right.
it's good to be
And
positive.
there's something uh, that you just gave me an idea just from talking with you. I told you this was also just like a conversation. So you had brought it to my attention that I put a lot of different titles for different segments. So I already thought about some things with you, and I told you let the energy just flow. But I've already thought
Yes.
about several things that can go with this segment with you. Um, Being present, um, uh, uh, something about allowing your adversities to propel you into
Yes.
higher places. So many different things I can elaborate on to 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 put that title, you know, on
Yeah.
this segment here that you're talking about, and just being gratitude, expressing gratitude, just all kinds. So you're as we're speaking on, those ideas are just flowing. They're standing out,
Yes.
and I'm gonna watch this again um, a couple of times before it goes up live, before I
Yep.
upload it, and before
Yes,
I
of course.
come to
Yes.
a title. And I think it'll be amazing. So how
Definitely.
do how will people find you, contact you? Do you have a website, social
Yes.
media? Can you share a couple of those?
Yeah, so my Facebook, I have the author page. So it's Your Future Starts Today book. I'm on
Your
Amazon.
future starts today
Starts Today book.
book.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the author page on Facebook. I have a Facebook page. Then on Amazon, I have Emilia Sandoyu Coach. They can also find ebook or paperback on Amazon. Your Future Starts Today is the book. Yeah. Instagram, I'm at Emilia slash underscore Sandoyu author.
Okay.
Um, I can share those with you, so you can add on the link on the,
Yes, I think I
on your
do have
channel
them. You
if
sent
it's,
them to me,
yeah.
and I will make sure I copy and paste them and put them in the
Thank
write up
you.
to this video. But yeah, I always like
Yeah.
my guests to verbally say them, and at the same time, 'cause
Yes.
sometimes people just write
Yes.
them down as you're speaking. So I think that's amazing. And
That's,
yes, like
yeah.
I said, definitely I encourage everyone to look you up, and to definitely go on Amazon and look at that book. Get that book. Look into that book. Read the description, and just allow.
Get inspired.
Yes, yeah. Anything that's inspirational, especially coming from an authentic place of someone's personal experiences. I have never went wrong with that. I have never regretted had regret to reading someone's story that has really shared their story and how they emerged and got got through that. So I know it's an amazing book. It's an amazing story. So
Thank you.
I'm definitely
Yes.
looking forward to reading that. Your future starts today, right?
Today. Yes.
Today. So, and that's an
Today, yes.
amazing title as well. So before we conclude this segment, do you have any uh, uh, final thoughts, words, ideas, perspectives you would like to share?
Um, yes. As I mentioned before, and I insist on that, you really have to, keep moving. Just keep moving, regardless how hard and your life might be or might become, because you never know.
Right.
Life is it's an interesting journey, and I like to call it a self-discovery journey, because we believe that we know ourselves, but then you find out every day another thing and another thing and another thing about yourself and about the world, obviously.
Right.
So the thing is, as I said, your future starts today. So what you do today is going to impact you tomorrow,
Right.
because whether you take one little step today, even a new thought, a new belief, tap into those childhood dreams. Always ask yourself, okay, what did I want to do when I was or to become when I was 7, when I was 8 years old? What was my passion? Because the problem is, when people grow up or they become adults, they detach from their inner self, they detach from the inner child, and then there is a disconnect. They just go with what the society tells them to do or to be, and I think it's sad to live someone else's life.
Right.
And my advice is, don't wait like me until you get in your 30s or late 20s, or regardless your age might be. Don't wait, just
Right.
take action now and tap
Take
into
action.
all these childhood dreams. Because the thing is, and it's proven that scientists said that what we wish for, what we dream for between the age 7 to 10, that's what we should do in life. And look at what you do every day, because you can turn your passion into profits. You can, every day, if you love reading, if you love writing, if you love speaking, if you love everything that you do effortlessly, without money, without getting paid, obviously, what you do from your heart, lead with your heart. That's why I
Right.
always advise people, look on what you do every day, because that's what you should do. That's what you should turn into a profit, or you should turn into a business, into a project, whatever you name it,
Right.
because I don't want to sound too business like.
No, no, you're absolutely
But
right.
just
And
turn it into your
yes,
purpose. Let's put it this way, turn it
right.
into your purpose. If you love helping people, ask yourself why you love
Yes.
helping people. What is your why? What is your drive, your motivation? Maybe you've been through some struggles that made you feel in a certain way, and to become stronger, and you could share your story, you could share your wins to other people, and you could help those people like I do, because I'm sure that there
Absolutely.
are many people who feel lost, who feel confused, who they wish they had someone in their life to just inspire them, or to open their eyes, or to just give them a nudge, a little bit of inspiration and motivation that they could do something, they could do better, and or they just, they could just enjoy their life, smile.
Absolutely. Wow. Well orchestrated. There's no need for me to elaborate. You said it, and that's amazing.
Comes from my heart.
Thank you, Amelia. I appreciate
You're
having you on
welcome.
here today, and I'm sure everyone that watches this, that is watching, that will watch it, is going to receive this amazing energy, this amazing perspectives, wisdom, and like I said, I can't say this enough. Go to Amazon and look up her book and get that book. And I'm sure it's so it's from her heart, and her intentions are to reach everyone in the world and help her do that. I believe that
Thank
that
you.
is the purest intention anyone can ever have, is to, through their own adversities, through their own story, enhance the lives of other people. That is so beautiful. Thank you very much, Emilia.
Thank you.
And thanks
Thank you.
everyone for watching. Enlightened, empowered, evolved. See you soon.